north. Now we have moved to the next topic, the plains in the north. Next we see the plains in the north. So the plains in the north stretches from Punjab in the northwest. So plains in the north stretches from Punjab in the northwest and Assam in the northeast. Assam in the northeast. This region is also known as Indo-Gangetic Range. Indo-Gangetic Plains. This region is also called as Indo-Gangetic Plains. Once again I just repeat. The plains in the north stretches from Punjab in the northwest and Assam in the northeast, and this region is also known as Indo-Gangetic Plains. Here also rivers such as Indus and Sutlej, Ganga and Yamuna, originate in the Himalayas. The rivers originate in the Himalayas and flow through the northern plains So rivers such as Indus and Sutlej, Ganga and Yamuna originate in the Himalayas and it flows through the northern plains. So the soil brings silt and alluvium. So the soil carries silt and alluvium, which makes the land fertile. So the plains in India, it stretches from Punjab in the northwest, Assam in the northeast. This region is also known as Indo-Gangetic Plains. Rivers such as Indus and Sutlej, Ganga and Yamuna originate in the Himalayas and it flows through northern plains. So the soil carries silt and alluvium, which makes the land fertile for vegetations. So next we are going to see what are the three river basins in the northern plains. So next topic, three river basins in the northern plains. So three rivers in the northern plains. First one, Indus Basin. Second one, Ganga Basin. Third one, Brahmaputra Basin. Next topic is plains in the north. Three river basins in the north. எதுலேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கிற த்ரீ ரிவரா இல்லை பிளெயின்ஸா? இதுவா? ஸோ இதுலேருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சிடவா த்ரீ ரிவர் பேசின்? சரி. Okay, now we are going to see three river basin in the northern plains. The first one was Indus Basin, second one Ganga Basin and the third one Brahmaputra Basin. Now look at the map. These are the areas of Indus Basin and this Ganga Basin and this one Brahmaputra Basins. Now let us see Ganga Basin, Indus Basin. Okay, so now let us see Indus Basin. The states lies in these regions. The state lies in these basins are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana, and the Union Territory of Chandigarh. So Indus Basin, we are seeing Indus Basin. The states lies in these basins are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana, and the Union Territory of Chandigarh. The rivers are Satluj along with Jhelum, River Ravi, Beas, Chenab are the rivers flows in this region. So the rivers are Satluj along with Jhelum, Ravi, Beas, Chenab are the rivers flows in this region. Bakra Mangal. Have you heard? Know the name of Bakra Mangal? This is a multi-dam. So in this region, the Bakra Mangal Dam, multi-dam is used for producing electricity and water for irrigations in the states of Punjab and Haryana. So once again I just repeat, the Bakra Mangal Dam, multi-dam, it is used for multi-purpose. It is used for daily use of water and also for the irrigation facilities and for electricity also for the states of Punjab and Haryana. So second one, okay, next we move on to the Ganga Basin. Next one, Ganga Basin. In the Ganga Basin, the states spread through Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. So Ganga Basin, the states spread through Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. The rivers Saraswati, along with Yamuna, joins Ganga at Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. So Ganga Basin, the states are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. River Saraswati along with Yamuna join Ganga at Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. Now the third one, Brahmaputra basin. It is a narrow strip of the state of Assam. Here Ganga originates from Gangotri, from the Himalayas. Ganga originates from Gangotri glaciers from Himalayas. So river Saraswati along with Yamuna joins Ganga at Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. Now Brahmaputra basin, it is a narrow strip of state of Assam. It originates in Tibet. It is also called Sandspo. It's also called Sandspo. Okay. The Brahmaputra rivers, since it is a narrow strip of state of Assam, it originates in Tibet, called Sandspo. The Brahmaputra basin enters India through Arunachal Pradesh and then flows through Assam and empties into the Bay of Bengal. Once again I just repeat, Brahmaputra basin enters India through Arunachal Pradesh and then it flows through Assam and bays into the Bay of Bengal. So it enters India through Arunachal Pradesh flow through Assam and empties into Bay of Bengal. So these are the Brahmaputra basin, these are the states, and the river originates from Tibet called Sandspo. It enters India through Arunachal Pradesh, flows through Assam and empties into Bay of Bengal. So I hope you all understand the three bases. What are the three bases? Indus basis, Ganga basis and Brahmaputra basis. So what are the states in the Indus basin? It starts from Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and the Union Territory of Chandigarh. In the Ganga basin, the states are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal, and in the Brahmaputra basin it is the state of Assam, flows in the state of Assam. So I hope you understand these three river basin in the North Plain. Next we move on to the next topic, the life in the North. The life in the North, the first subtitle was, we are going to see about the climate in the North. So most of the peaks in the northern mountains remains covered with snow throughout the year. Hence the states in these regions remains cold in summer and cold in winter. So I once again repeat, the climate in the north, the northern mountains remains covered with snow throughout the year. Hence the states in these regions remain cool and summer remains cool in summer and cold in winter. Next one, the lifestyle of the people, the languages and the dressing they use. So people here in this region, in this plain, people use various languages. People speak various languages like Kashmiri, Lagadi and Dogri. So these are the language spoken in Jammu. So Kashmiri, Lagri and Dogris are the language spoken in Jammu, whereas Urdu and Hindi are the language spoken in the Urdu and Hindi are the language spoken in the states of Uttar Pradesh. And some northeastern state of these regions spoke languages such as Assamese in Assam, Manipuri in Manipur, Manipuri in Manipur, northeastern states of plain, in the northeastern state. So once again I just repeat, people use various languages such as Kashmiri, Lagri and Gogri in Jammu, Urdu and Hindi in Uttar Pradesh. In northeastern states they speak Assami in Assam, Manipuri in Manipur. So now, like so now we move on to the third one, dresses. So the people in the north uses, third one was dresses. So the people living in the north use variety of dresses, like women mainly wears sari, salwar kameez, lehenga, the more famous output was Piran. The Piran was the famous output in this region, in these states in the north. Piran was an output of, Piran was a famous output. Whereas men wears dhoti, kurta, embroidery, they used to wear embroidery cap, embroidered cap, and they used a turban also. The shawl like pashmina. The shawl station, it is mainly covered by thick forest of pine and deer. So the land of the plain is cultivable. The land of the plain is cultivable. Crops such as rice, wheat, jowar, maize are the crops grown in this region. So what are the crops grown in these regions are rice, wheat, jowar and maize, also sugarcane also, and sugarcane. So these are the vegetations. So next one, we move on to wildlife sanctuaries and parks. So next we are going to see the wildlife sanctuaries and parks in the north. So wildlife sanctuaries and parks are the protected areas. They are declared as a natural reserves by the Government of India for the preservation of wild animals and its natural surroundings. Jim Corbett National Park. Jim Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand, and Kaziranga National Park, Kaziranga National Park in Assam. These two are very famous in this region. These two national parks are very famous in this region as well as in the world. Then also the Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary. Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary in Gorgon, Haryana. Was also located in this region in the north. So, these are the life in the north. The climate, since it is covered with snow throughout the year, it will be cool in summer and cold in winter. The dresses we have seen this vegetation because of the thick forest of pine and deodar. The land in the north plains are cultivable. Crops such as rice, wheat, jowar, maize and sugarcane are the crops we can grow in the northern side. Wildlife sanctuaries, the Jim Corbett National Parks in Uttarakhand, Kaziranga National Park in Assam and Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary in Gorgon, Haryana were also located in these regions. So, I hope you understand the topic. First we have seen what are the mountains in the north, then we have seen the plains in the north, and the last we have seen the life in the north. So, you just go through the lesson, read the lesson, and if you have any doubt you can just ask me. Thank you.